Boxing in the 1920s. One of the most well-known and accomplished boxers of the era, and possibly of all time, was Jack Dempsey. He was the world heavyweight champion from 1919 to 1926. He began fighting when he was 19 years old and only was knocked out once for his entire career. He took the world heavyweight title in 1919 from Jess Willard. He broke his jaw in the first round and defeated him in the third. The first sports radio broadcast was the Dempsey-Carpentier fight in 1921. This was the first $1 million gate for boxing. The fight drew 80,000 people to New Jersey, and Dempsey defeated Carpentier in the fourth round. He then went on to fight Luis Firpo, a great Argentinian fighter, and defeated him in under 2 rounds. After this fight, he retired for 3 years and returned in 1926 to face Gene Tunney, who was much younger. Dempsey was out of shape, and he lost the fight to Tunney in 19. Dempsey worked hard for the year that follows and earned the right to have a rematch against Tunney in 1927. This was one of the most controversial fights in all of boxing and came to be known as the long count fight. Tunney dominated Dempsey in the beginning of this fight. In a later round, Dempsey knocked Tunney to the floor and instead of going to a neutral corner, stood over him, which delayed the count 4 seconds. Tunney later recalls that he only heard the ref counting 8 seconds in. Tunney was able to scramble to his feet on the count of 9. Tunney then rallied to defeat Dempsey by decision. Dempsey retired after this fight, making it his last. After Dempsey's retirement, Tunney came into the spotlight. Gene Tunney was very highly educated and very well spoken. He joined the Marines and won the American Expeditionary Force boxing. This event is what helped him decide to become a professional boxer when he returned home. He held the light heavyweight title in 1922, 1923, and 1924, only losing the title once to Harry Greb. This was the only loss of his entire career. In 1925, Gene Tunney moved up to the heavyweight division. He defeated Dempsey in 1926, who was out of shape after coming out of 3 years of retirement. Tunney won this fight and the rematch in 1927, the long count fight. He retired in 1928 as the undefeated heavyweight champion and a millionaire. Experts say Tunney was a strategic fighter that took advantage of his opponent's weaknesses. During World War II, he directed the fitness program for the U.S. Navy. Boxing made some huge advancements in the 1920s, but one thing that was still a problem was the color barrier. The biggest victim of this color barrier was Harry Wills. He was a phenomenal, hard-hitting African-American fighter. Wills fought for over 20 years, and at one point he was ranked the #1 challenger for the heavyweight title, but he was never given the opportunity to fight for it because of his skin color. He fought and defeated many of the top heavyweight fighters, and in most people's opinion, had the chance to win the title. The top black fighters of this time period were forced to always fight each other. Harry Wills and Sam Langford fought 22 times. The record against Langford was 6 wins, 2 losses, and 14. From 1920 to 1926, Wills spent all 6 of those years trying to get a fight with the defending heavyweight champion, Jack Dempsey. Dempsey agreed to fight Wills and had to sign a contract where he put a $50,000 guarantee on the match. Dempsey then blew off the match for the Gene Tunney match in 1926, where he ended up losing his title. The 1926 title match had to be held in Philadelphia because a glitch in the contract between Dempsey and Wills stated that that fight would have been held in New York. Wills always believed that if he was given a chance, he would have won that match. He retired from boxing in 1932 and ran a successful real estate business in Harlem. Even with the color barrier still being a problem in the 1920s, boxing made great strides in the way of publicity and money.